partner man, who yeah, it's your partner man, who you know what I'm talking about? It's your partner man, who you know what I'm talking about? It's your partner man, who you know what I'm talking about? Man, what's good with the people, man? How's y'all doing on this fans, friends, foes Friday? You say what, bruh? Fans, friends, foes Friday, man. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, we gonna get into it, but before we do that, what's good? People like he, ha, ha, man. Ken in the pen. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on the top of that thing. Keep that head up, keep pushing. We gonna get through it. To get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide INC. What you say, bruh? Worldwide Incorporated. What'd you say, bruh? Oh, worldwide. I ain't gonna say what that means. I'm gonna say it means everybody. Hey, everybody included, man. You know what I'm talking about? And Dugu, Mike, Lil Roo, not Lil Roo, Lil Roo. You know what I'm talking about? Tata the player, that's who comes next. Same thing, bro. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep that head up, keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. Now let's get through those disclaimers. You know what I'm talking about? But before we do that, make sure you go get that stick up in stores now. You go get you some all 76, MacArthur Giants, Liquor 76, it'll be in 82nd Hillside Barbershop. They said somebody putting them in their stores in the hundreds. Thank you, young man. Now, you know you can come get them from me, but if all else fails, go to Amazon. You know what I'm talking about? Copy a hardback. Stick up in stores now along with Funka Diatrine, man. Make sure you go get you one. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna say, bro, y'all hold on real quick. I don't even need to pause it, man. I say, bro, what's going on? I'm gonna say brush them whiskers when you on TV. You know what I'm talking about, man? Almost forgot, man. Coffee Chronicles with all that smoke on it. You know what I'm talking about? You don't promote. I don't promote no drug usage. I don't promote no alcohol consumption. I don't promote no drug sellage. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no crime. I don't promote no violence. I don't promote no domestic violence. You know what I'm talking about? Keep your hands off the people. People, you know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no negativity. You know what I'm talking about? No. Me, man, I don't promote shh. You say, what, bro? I say, I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? All I promote is y'all go ahead, do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much of it we got, man. You know what I'm talking about? But a good brother like myself, man, I'm not prejudiced. No. Good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the sexually different. Good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the little people. No, man. Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me, man. I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? Matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. What you say, bro? That love. You know what I'm talking about? Back to the YouTube community, man. You with me? Alright. Check it out, bro. Check it out. Psst. Come fuck with a nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about, man? Coffee Chronicles. They say, what you talking about today, bro? Fans, friends, and foes. And they say, bro, oh, man, what you talking about? We better get into it. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody who be hating but love dope. How booyah blast. Fuck you niggas. God damn, man. Hey, say, bro, why you fuck with it like that? Because if I don't, ain't nobody else is, man. You say fans, friends, and foes. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. Look, it normally happened in that, just like that too, man. See, we gonna start on the fans first. Now, see, fans, it's not always a bad thing. See, any of this shit, Brett, it's not always like this shit could be good or it could be bad. You know what I'm talking about? It's just how this shit play out. But I'm just talking about how you normally attract people. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm not so necessarily talking about this computer. I'm really talking about real life, but it'll lead back to the computer. You know what I'm talking about? Because in real life, that's kind of how I start, bro. Because I don't know how many of y'all ever got a chance to participate in the dope game or whatever. But before, bro, you create fans. You know what I'm talking about? Like, say you just bought a new car or something. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody eyes on you. You create fans, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles. Motherfuckers really be digging what's going on. Motherfuckers really be liking your style. Motherfuckers really be liking that. So you, in real life, bruh, you be having fans. You get what I'm saying? Like in a dope game. Motherfucker always see you. They don't know you or not, bruh. I ain't bullshitting with you. A motherfucker liable to flag you down, bruh. Talking about let's go on one. You been fucked around and start a beautiful relationship like that. You get what I'm saying? But for the most part, bruh, people, they be on the outside looking in at you and dig what's going on. You know what I'm talking about? Now you got some good fans and you got some bad fans, bruh, because you got some good fans that where you won't do no wrong. And then you got some other kind of fans that it's almost like, because you got a lot of fans that turn into like they turn real haters. You get what I'm saying? Like they turn real haters, but they really be fans. It's kind of hard to explain, bro. But they really be fans. But they'll turn haterish on you. You get what I'm saying? Kind of how y'all doing P Diddy now. That shit right there. You know what I'm talking about? Where everybody I don't know, everybody was kissing your ass, spent the last 30, 40 years trying to be like you. You know what I'm talking about? And then when you get in some kind of trouble or these people say you did something, don't nobody really know what you did. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody just assuming and shit. But everybody talking about what you did. But everybody was just hanging from your nuts trying to be just like you. Then the moment it was all bad for you, they start talking about you and teasing you and shit. Fans do that, folks. So you gotta watch that shit. Or not really. Just watch yourself. Because I'm going to tell you, even though we started with fans first, I'm going to tell you how fans can fuck you up. See, us as people, we ain't going to say it, but we like attention. That's why it's good to get all this shit out your system, folks. We ain't going to like to say it, but we like attention. So when we start getting fans and motherfuckers, see, all the motherfucker got to really do is come around and kiss our ass, and they can play the fuck out of us. I ain't bullshitting with you. All the motherfucker has to do is come around you and play the role like you big dog. And they can play the fuck out you. Because you one of them motherfuckers who like your ego stroke. So you be looking for that shit anyway. And a lot of times, that's how you get the wrong people around you. You know what I'm talking about? Because they come as fans first. You know what I'm talking about? They come and kissing your ass and telling you how great you is and all that shit. And that's that shit you want to hear. Then the motherfuckers you surround yourself with. And a lot of times, people see you coming from a mile away. And they see that's all they got to do to get close to you. You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles. See, as people, we good for letting other people blow smoke up our ass. We are. Nephew says, old man, old lady. Nephew says, old man, old lady. Hey, what'd you say, bro? Old lady. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, people, we real good for letting other people blow smoke up our ass. So as long as a motherfucker around here telling us what we want to hear, you know what I'm talking about? That's all we want to hear. You know what I'm talking about? So you got a lot of fans that may be turning into friends. You get what I'm saying? Because it used to be that way, bruh. Not necessarily a fan. I'm not talking about like them niggas that was out there taking pictures of that other nigga car. It used to just be some mutual respect, congratulations type shit. You know what I'm talking about? This nigga might have had a clean ass Mustang. You might have had a clean ass Cougar. It was just a mutual respect. I see you. We might ride back to back. You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles. So you might have met you might have met one of your closest partner like that to this day. You feel what I'm saying? See, there's a difference between having a mutual respect for a motherfucker and being a groupie. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, being a groupie. Now we get to friends. You know what I'm talking about? How many of us have them? Because all this shit is gonna end up on foe. You know what I'm talking about? Now friends. Until this day. It's a gang amount of people out here that don't know how to gauge people. It's a gang amount of lonely people out here that's willing to call anybody their friend. It's a bunch of motherfuckers out here who feel a certain way in their own life, like they don't be feeling like they popular or nobody like them and shit. And these the type of motherfuckers right there, bruh, that will accept anything as a friend. You get what I'm saying? As long as you're not alone, you will accept anything. And this is how a lot of people, what's that word I'm looking for? You oversaturate yourself. And that wasn't even the word I was looking for. But you ran yourself dry for these other people's acceptance. You know what I'm talking about? You see that shit a lot with the kids. The little niecey poos and the nephews. But you ran yourself ragged based on these other motherfuckers. I don't know if you lonely, you just don't like to be alone because, especially females. The little niecey poos and shit. I don't know. Y'all act like y'all can't be alone. Y'all act like it's a crime to tap in and tune in with yourself sometimes. So the little niecey, this the youngsters period. The little niecey poos and the nephews. So like it's like y'all run in the hellacious ass crowd. Coffee Chronicles. But y'all don't even be seeing, man, that the crowd don't even like. I know y'all done seen all these little cases and shit with the little nephews and niecey poos, and they done had a bunch of motherfuckers gang up on one person and do something to them. You know what I'm talking about? A few people done passed and shit. But it be like that. Because you can't even gauge the situation. You just sitting around, basically you sitting around motherfuckers who don't like you. And this is what I ain't never got, bruh. While I'm on this subject right here. It's gonna go together, but like, this is what I ain't never got, folks. Like, say, two motherfuckers being best friends. Now, you come along. And somehow, I don't know if you try to become the new best friend. I don't know if you tried, like, I don't know what you tried to do. But if some motherfuckers already been friends, they already even got a relationship and whatever, they already built a bond. But I've seen so many times, like, the new person come around and try to instantly have the same bond with the people as they got with each other. Like, bro, bond, all that shit just takes time, bro. You can't fast track yourself to no friends. Coffee Chronicles. And a lot of y'all be trying to do that. I'm gonna say a lot of us be trying to do that. You try to fast track your friend to you try to fast track yourself to a hell of a friendship, bro, and that shit just don't work like that. And when you try to fast track yourself to a friendship, most of the time you the one that's getting used. But in your head, you think the more you do for people, the more they gonna accept you. But it's just the opposite. The more you do for people, the more people gonna use you, depending on the people you around. But I'm gonna say 9 times out of 10, when you that everybody see that shit that you trying to fit in, folks. You get what I'm saying? Fans, friends, foes, Friday, man. Yeah, when you do shit like that, everybody else can see you the one that's you the eyeball out trying to, you the weird one, bro. I mean, not the weird one, but you the nerd, you the square one, you the slow one. You know what I'm talking about? And everybody else can see that you overexerting, man. Y'all hold on, let me put some warmth on this shit. I'm gonna tell you the extent I done seen shit. Hold on. Friends, and foes. Friday it is, man. I had to put some smoke on it. You know what I'm talking about? the depths of shit I've seen, man. Now, for the niggas, see, a lot of y'all just be tricks. And y'all just be willing to do hella shit for bitches. But, like, when it comes to them friends, bro, I've actually seen people sick people on people. You get what I'm saying? Now, I done seen a bitch. You get what I'm saying? She done came around bitch gummy as a motherfucker, goofy as a motherfucker. These other hoes, like, they had a plan for this bitch. This bitch think these bitches is her friends, but these bitches then got a nigga to sick on the bitch like they, hey man, that bitch hella goofy gummy, man. I'm telling you, she hella lonely. She ain't got no nigga. She trying to hang around. I'm telling you, go fuck that bitch. That bitch got hella money. She working all that, but woo. I done seen that shit so many times, bruh. Coffee Chronicles. And these the people y'all call friends. I done seen a motherfucker take a regular, just a regular bitch and turn that bitch into a straight knot. And to this day, I don't know if that was the plot about these other hoes that use drugs. Now, because the other bitch, she didn't use drugs. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know if that hurt these bitches' feeling when they was around there using drugs and that bitch said she didn't use. But just me knowing bitches, I bet you that burnt one of them bitches up. I bet you one of them hoes got to feeling some kind of way about that shit right there. You think you better than us, and I think that's when that plan came up. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying, me knowing bitches and me knowing people out of my life, I bet you when that bitch said she didn't use them drugs, that hurt one of their feelings. And they came up with a plot that they would see that bitch use them drugs. Coffee Chronicles. Y'all better watch the people y'all call friends. Because people be like that, folks. You wouldn't understand the spite of people. Fans, friends, foes. You wouldn't understand the spite of people, folks. People be set out just to see some shit like that. I ain't bullshitting with you. Just like them hoes was. You know what I'm talking about? I done seen that shit with bitches. I done seen that shit with niggas. I done seen niggas like say a nigga fucked with a bitch that another motherfucker really liked it. And the whole play wasn't even get this nigga to tricking with the other bitches. It was just to get this nigga to fucking with some other bitches so they could cause some friction between the bitch that another motherfucker wanted to fuck with. They was trying to break them up. Coffee Chronicles. Man, I didn't, not just with no niggas and no bitches shit. I just done seen people have shit. You know what I'm talking about? And motherfuckers get up under them for what they had. And I ain't even talking about no niggas and bitches and shit. I'm just saying like a motherfucker grinding or whatever, another nigga come pretend like they your friend so they could get in your business and fuck around and rob you and run up in your fans, friends, foes. You know what I'm talking about? Because what you will learn out of all that shit, fans, friends, you will learn most of that shit gonna end up on this last one, foes. You know what I'm talking about? And it always seems like your worst enemy, y'all always used to be partners. It seemed like the motherfuckers where you fall out the worst, like somewhere down the line, nigga, y'all was friends before, bruh. And that shit crazy. Because it's crazy to have to hate somebody that you really ever had love for. Coffee Chronicles. And that's crazy, bruh. And y'all know it is. It's crazy to fuck around and be funking with a motherfucker that like them motherfuckers in some of your best memories. Man, that shit like, man, I don't know what the fuck y'all be doing. I don't. That should be crazy. You know what I'm talking about? I can tell you from experience, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you. I can tell you from experience. Bridges don't be talking. You know what I'm talking about? That's how I can tell you about fans, friends, and foes, bro. Because the foe part, and this is what I don't be getting. And I wish they'd do a study on this, man. Because when a lot of friends turn foes, it's somewhere where down that line somewhere, bruh, where one of them niggas then caught animosity about the other nigga, bruh. And I don't get that. You rarely see the gang stay together. You know what I'm talking about? And shout out to the fellas, man. Because I got one of them turds, right? That's everybody that's still around this motherfucker. Man, listen. Motherfuckers could be arguing amongst each other and let something happen, bro. Let something happen. That's important, bro. Everybody finna meet in front of the store. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, the slab gonna do like them white people did before they cause y'all know them white people was funking with each other until the slaves got out of hand. Then they just said, fuck it, we gotta come together, man, and go on and get this shit. That's how they did, but they was funking with each other. They just came together for the greater good. And shout out to the people who could come together for the greater good. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. But that always like I'm just talking about the shit that I know personally. It was always some animosity there. And like it was always a situation where the animosity start. Cause motherfuckers was just cool buddies. But it was always a motherfucking situation where the animosity start. And 9 times out of 10, bruh, that shit always start over some bitches. I ain't gonna even say no money. But some like it start over money too, but not because a nigga got a nigga or something like that. It'll just be like because when that shit happen like that, I'm gonna tell you what happens. Because when you grinding and having money sometime, bruh, like you'll be having some grinding buddies and shit or motherfuckers that you fuck with. Cause it's always been like that. Even on the turf, it was like you always had 1 or 3 of your like everybody always had their running partner. You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles. So you always had somebody you fuck with more than you fucked with everybody else. You know what I'm talking about? You always was tighter with somebody than you was tighter with the whole. You know what I'm talking about? You always just had your kicking it, buddy. You know what I'm talking about? It's always been like that. But what be happening is sometimes niggas get comfortable, bruh. And they like a nigga just forget the whole vision. Like a nigga will really start living like you could live in the dope game. Like the dope game is a job. Like for the rest of your life, you just gonna be able to ride around here and drop tops and fuck bitches and have money and shit. like that shit'll fuck with your mind, and you'll really think this is life. Like you'll forget that we got in this shit to get some money to get somewhere else. Like you'll forget that. You get what I'm saying? So what'll happen a lot of times is another nigga won't forget that, and he trying to get his money, man, and the rest of the motherfuckers get complacent and like lazy and shit, and they just get used to touching money and fucking bitches and shit. So they really be playing. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? The dope game was never made to be to make a career out of it, bro. It was always as used as a stepping stone. You know what I'm talking about? To get you some money and get on somewhere. Coffee Chronicles. But that shit'll have you in a fantasy world. That shit'll make you think that you could do this shit for the rest of your life. I ain't bullshitting with you. Like this shit is your job. You know what I'm talking about? But that's what happened a lot of times, folks. A lot of other motherfuckers got complacent while another motherfucker kept going. Then all of a sudden, the nigga who kept going, that's who they put the label on. Somehow this nigga think he better than everybody else. Notice every time a nigga serious about his business, he gets that label right there. He thinks he's better than everybody else. He forgot where he came from and all. And it don't be none of that shit, bruh. That be them hater comments. Fans, friends, and foes. You know what I'm talking about? And a lot of time, it start just like that. A motherfucker be a fan of what a motherfucker doing. You become a friend, then all of a sudden you become a foe. Because you get to falling out. You know what I'm talking about? Because somebody ain't holding up their end of the friendship. You know what I'm talking about? And in the society right here, if you just listen to everybody else, I'm telling you, if you just listen, watch with your eyes, notice everybody gonna tell you what they want. Coffee Chronicles. Everybody gonna tell you what they want. I want a person to do this. I want a person to do that. I want this, that. A motherfucker ain't gonna never tell you what they prepared to get what they want. Cause we living in a society where you could just want shit. That's why y'all don't even be want. Once y'all get that shit, you don't even be wanting it. Y'all just like kids. Y'all be ready to throw that shit away. You know what I'm talking about? And play with something else. Now you moved on to something else. Y'all something straight out of the comic book. I ain't bullshitting with you. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Hey, what'd you say, bro? Old lady. Yeah, I ain't bullshitting with you. Fans, friends, and foes. And they done made that cool now. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they done made that cool. Because they done made everything, they done made the exposure. What you know about somebody, teasing stuff. They done made that shit cool. Coffee Chronicles. So now all really everybody else does is spend their time trying to discredit somebody else. And that's going to take us back to fan. Do you realize that somebody can sit there and tell you everything you've been doing, bro? They've been watching you. But somehow they'll make that like a bad thing on you. They'll tell you everything you done did for the last 25 years. And they'll make it somehow like, nigga, you been watching me that long? Shame on you. But you won't even realize that you are a fan. And that's when your mind gonna start playing tricks with you, man, like the Ghetto Boys. You know what I'm talking about? Because that type of mindset, that's that same type of mindset I was telling you about the nigga who loved the party. You know what I'm talking about? He just loved the party. He swear to God that was the best party he ever went to. Then he got mad at the people and started talking about the party. That shit right there, that's that baby mama instinct shit, folks. Coffee Chronicles. And that's what's so dangerous about today's time, folks. I ain't bullshitting with you. Because you don't never know who got that shit up in them or not. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if y'all like the baby cuz, but I just, you know what I'm talking about? I don't fuck with too many people as it is, but like, I don't be sitting around here watching motherfuckers. You just you, folks. Now, if you do something I put my eye on, you know what I'm talking about? I'm just gonna back up away from you. You get what? That's all I'm gonna do. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm just gonna, but I ain't got time to sit around and watch you doing this, and I don't be doing all that, bruh. Time to reveal your true intent. It just will. You know what I'm talking about? And you just take that and roll with it. But a lot of people be see that envy. Like I said, bro, it really don't be having nothing to do with you. It be everything they not. And you just represent everything they not. You just represent everything they want, everything they can't do. And you could be dead broke, bro. But people don't have, I don't know, people don't be having confidence. People don't, they lack charisma. They lack, so I don't know, bro. You know what I'm talking about? But they look at you and they see you with that shit and they hate that it's not them. So they really not even mad at you. They mad at they self. You know what I'm talking about? A lot of people ain't got no courage, bro. They don't. That's why they scared to be bold. You know what I'm talking about? They are, bro. That's why a lot of people, nigga, right now something that happened and the motherfucker won't say nothing. Get away from the situation and start talking about that. Nigga, man, fuck that shit, folks. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck that shit, folks. I'm gonna have everything to say when it happens, folks. I ain't spending all talking about what I should have said and should have did. Nah, man, fuck that. I'm gonna do that shit there. Just for that reason there, bruh. So I won't be sitting up all night talking about what I should have did and thinking about that shit again. I ain't gonna have nothing to think about. I ain't. I'm not. Fans, friends, and foes, bruh. Because we living in the day of the lonely motherfucker, bruh. And these motherfuckers will do anything to be friends, but these motherfuckers, like I told you, that alley-oop costs too much these days. It seems like that friendship do too, folks. This motherfucker want to befriend you just to discredit you. You get what I'm saying? Because that's the cool thing now. You know what I'm talking about? It's cool to put your people down. It's cool to, you know what I'm talking about? It's cool to be sitting over here, big up in the nigga one moment, then turn around talking about a nigga, bro. Like, all that shit just says more about you. It do. Because on some real shit, especially as men, we have to stop, and I know it's hard. I ain't bullshitting with you, bruh. I know it's hard. I've been guilty of that shit my whole life. I know it's hard, bruh. Especially if you just stuck in your ways. You know what I'm talking about? But we have to stop, just us as people, bruh. We come up to these, motherfucking video cameras and shit, and just, we talk too much to these cameras, bruh. We do. We just let the world in on every issue we got. We just like, we need to really stop doing that shit, bruh. Everybody on every other race could just look at black people, bruh. Like, we just sit here and expose, talk down on it. We just make each other seem weak, bruh. We do. We gotta be the weakest motherfuckers running around here right now, bruh. On some real shit. We make ourselves look weak. All we do is talk about each other and put each other down. You know what I'm talking about? No unity whatsoever. But we need to stop doing that. We do. We talk about shit. We make everything that don't even need to be on the airwave of public discussion. You know what I'm talking about? We just got everybody in our business right now, bruh. And we need to cut that shit out. You know what I'm talking about? We act like we can't settle our differences in the background no more or something, bruh. Because they taught us how to use that shit for traction. So all you gotta do is come up here with a good old, you come up here with a good old curl or something, and you could blow yourself up, depending on how good the curl go. You know what I'm talking about? And motherfuckers ain't gotta do that. And not just that, they just got us, man. We just put too much out here, bruh. We put shit on the camera that ain't nobody business. We do. You know what I'm talking about? And on some real shit, like, I don't know. We just weird, bruh. We'll turn a regular everyday life situation into something big, bruh. And really, this just life. You know what I'm talking about? That's the journey God got you on. And your journey just supposed to be for you. You know what I'm talking about? That's why we go through shit. But now we got so many cheat codes, folks. We do. We got so many cheat codes and labels and shit. But what you go through, bro, is for you to be learning your lesson. Fan, friend, and foe. It is. It's for you to be learning. Listen, it ain't everything that you go through. It really ain't for everybody all the time, bro. Just like the Bible. That shit ain't for nobody. It's for you to read and incorporate that shit in your life. It ain't for you to use on other people. The Bible is not like you learn karate and now you just waiting to get in and fight. The Bible is for you, but you don't never read that motherfucker as such. You read that motherfucker for fuel to go attack somebody else about what they should be doing and what the Bible says, while you're not doing it. See, and that's what's wrong with a good majority of us on this Fan, Friend, and Faux Friday. We learn shit to use on other people. You don't really intake and inhale shit to better yourself. You know what I'm talking about? That's why talking about other people really don't because after you you get through talking about somebody else, you still got to go deal with you. And a lot of times that's where the problem lies. On some real shit. But Fan, Friend, and Faux Friday, that shit just get out of hand. You know what I'm talking about? It do. So like I always tell you, watch yourself and you'll be able to distinguish. You know what I'm talking about? Because these people out here and the way we is in society now is like a dirty game going on to where the moment I don't get my way, the moment you do something that I take wrong, the moment that you know what I'm talking about, now it's fuck you. You know what I'm talking about? Now I'm finna discredit you. You know what I'm talking about? And we ain't really gotta be like that, bruh. Or even if we is, folks, it's like we could everything just don't have to be public. You know what I'm talking about? We could just get back to the days, bro, where we could handle our differences in the background. You know what I'm talking about? That way don't nobody know what's going on from the jump. Because a lot of times it be looking crazy when you jump out there and you disrespect somebody, then y'all cool again. After you said you was finna kill a motherfucker and you finna choke a motherfucker mama out and all that. After you send all them old teddy bear threats and shit like that, then we cool again, bro. That shit look weak. You know what I'm talking about? That's why we shouldn't even go to that level of disrespect. That's why we should just get an understanding from the jump, bro. But I guess that's not cool in these days right here. I guess it's just cool to get real loud mouth and send a bunch of teddy bear death threats and do the fool. Cause doing all that shit, that's what they done taught y'all to get you attention, bruh. And that shit look crazy. That shit just look like the bitch yelling in the supermarket about that food stamp card. It do. It do. That shit make motherfuckers look bipolar and something. That shit make you look like you damn near got mental health issues or something, bruh. It do. That's what bitches do, bruh. That's the up and down shit. It is. That's what pregnant bitches do. I crave peanut butter and bread face having ass niggas. You know what I'm talking about? All that shit. You just never you just all over the place all the time, bro. You feel this way one day, you feel it. You know what I'm talking about? All like some period shit. Like you ain't got control of your emotions. And anybody and everybody else could make you lose control of your emotions. And you just all over the place. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta have more composure about yourself than that, man. Especially as a man. You do. You do. Even sometimes if you just pissed off. Now I know sometimes a motherfucker need a checking. There ain't nothing wrong with that. So like, you know what I mean? But like you shouldn't just be able to lose your composure every other day, bruh. That's all I'm saying. But I can't tell you nothing, bro. You gotta be the way you is. But chill, folks. Fan, friend, and foe. And normally it happens just like that. In that order. That's why you gotta watch yourself. You know what I'm talking about? I don't understand how motherfuckers be talking about they lonely or like you just need somebody. Like I don't know. You should, especially if you old, you should already have your people. You know what I'm talking about in your life that you got. You know what I'm talking about. You just supposed to already have them people in place in your life. But I don't get it. You know what I'm talking about. But when you watch yourself, bro, you could decipher all that shit. You know what I'm talking about. But a lot of times we don't. We don't like to listen. We just be talking. And us as people, once again, we like to be in the mix. You know what I'm talking about? So a bunch of y'all people just see y'all coming from a mile. They see you trying to fit in. You know what I'm talking about? They see you lonely. They see all that shit they see all that shit on you. And you just play into their hands. You do. Trying to be accepted. I'm telling you, man. I done seen some other bitches set a bitch up like that, man. That bitch came back knocked, nigga. They sick the nigga on that bitch. I ain't bullshitting with you. The friends we choose. You know what I'm talking about? Trying to be in the mix. You better realize you better be in the mix with yourself, folks. Because a lot of us, once again, we just talk so much, we don't like to listen. We don't know how to read the floor. We don't know how to gauge shit. We just talking, we know everything. And them same people, I've seen it time and time again, from the youngest motherfucker to the oldest motherfucker. You go out there, you overexert yourself trying to fit in with these people. You use yourself up by trying to fit in, letting these people just have you every old kind of way. Then you sit around there and act like the people did something to you. You still don't even want to see that, like, how much of a mark you was, how much you was trying to fit in. You didn't even realize the people didn't like you. Like, you really never even gauged this shit because you wanted to be in the mix, just running your mouth, thinking you got some friends around you. Told you they'll play you when they see you coming. They just know you want a yes, man. Yup. You still going in your motherfucking wallet. You're still going in your motherfucking purse. You know what I'm talking about? It's on you. It's nothing. You know what I'm talking about? And all that shit right there. Then when you sitting around this motherfucker and you look up now, you struggling a little bit because you've been trying to fit in with these people about your motherfucking realm. You know what I'm talking about? Being late for work, then missed a couple of days. Now you look up in your life, shit ain't right. And these people ain't around here. Now you want to talk about how everybody ain't no good and you there for everybody and ain't nobody. Nah, bruh. And once again, that's just I be thinking that be y'all weird way of creating attention. I do. I be thinking that be y'all weird way of just shifting blame. You know what I'm talking about? Another reason for it to be everybody else when it's really you. But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. And with that one right there, if you don't remember nothing, you know what I'm talking about? I mean nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Always remember, it don't cost nothing. Just to show a little bit of that love.